And it sucks. It happened. You know, I'm moving forward. Anyone who's living in that time and that thing that I did isn't really living there. You know, they're hung up on something I did and they're defined by that action. When honestly, out of the whole year that I streamed, I think maybe I've whooped my kids once on stream, spanked them. And I don't care about people. Sorry, nose itch. My nose itches sometimes. But anyone who's still like stuck on that shit, man, it's like you're stopping me from moving forward. Like, if that video got to any employers, which, like I said, I don't want the video taken down. I want it to remind me of how I fucked up. But if that video happened to get to any employers in the area around me now, with me not making money off streams, and employers seeing that type of shit, what am I going to do to make money for my kids, man? I don't know what else I can do. I mean, I could probably invent some shit, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't do anything or have a purpose. It would probably just be something that looked cool. But, you know, people are going to say what they're going to say, and they're going to feel how they're going to feel, and I can't be bothered to put the energy forth to actually care about that. Like, I can't be bothered to put the energy forth to give thought to what people who have negative comments when I'm sitting here trying to change my life for the better. When these same people were just talking shit 2 weeks ago because I was acting that way, and now that I'm trying to change it, they're still acting the same way towards me. And like, I don't have time for this shit, man. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't have time for that. I am sorry about what happened, and I am pushing forward into what should be happening. But when people just come in and they're like, man, you spanked your kids. Yes, I spanked my kids. I am sorry. My son tried to stab my daughter with scissors, and he got whooped. And I am sorry for that. But at the same time, I can't feel bad, because what if I hadn't? What if he had stabbed his sister? Then who would that be on? That would be on me as a parent. So in that situation, I had one of two choices. That was tell Ash to spank him for it, or ignore it and just let him do it. And I made the wrong choice, I guess. I mean, I know spanking kids is wrong. That I know. But I think maybe in that, with him trying to stab his sister like that with a pair of scissors, which I have no idea how he got a hold of, because those are always put on top of my fridge where he can't get. I thought I might have been justified in the situation, and I was wrong. So, you know, and then I made a video telling people how I realized that I was wrong for the situation, and that I would do what I could to change the situation, and that I would fix things for you guys, because you guys mean that much to me. And I still get people who come in just to say stupid things, man. Just for the sake of saying stupid things. That's cool. And I'm not mad at it. You know, it keeps me it keeps me reminding myself that I can't fall back into that negativity, that anger, that I can't fall back into those bad habits. Like tonight, I actually went out and went over to a friend's house and, you know, had some me time away from the kids without, you know, pushing my kids away. I played with my kids outside today. We played on the tire swing and shit. We had a fun day. You know, the kids had fun outside. And then it was time for them to go to bed, and I knew that to stop the same routine that's been happening every night, where I just end up staying up all night with this freaking horribly crushing depression because of all the things that I can't change. I figured tonight I'd just go out of the house. Even though I'm agoraphobic, I decided that even though it sucked, it would be fun, maybe. And I went and hung out with my buddy, and we shared a few drinks and a few stories, and we talked about Michigan's new halcyon weed, which is like, I get it coming from a representative standpoint at a state level. They don't want anybody but big business to be able to cash out on the weed craze, because then they're losing out on money on tax that they could be making, that could be helping pay the debt that America is in. But at the same time, it's like, why make weed legal, like recreationally legal, where you don't have to have a card to smoke it or anything, if you're going to be like, all right, but you can't grow it at home, you can't smoke it in public, and you can't sell it. What did we even really vote on? And I think, and my buddy Josh next door actually backed this up, I think that us stoners think our vote, actually it was, I'm not gonna, he said it first. Okay, I remember this. He said it first, so it was his idea, but I agree completely. Us stoners don't value our vote enough, because in our minds, when we go to vote, they know we're stoners. They know that our vote doesn't mean shit to them. But you know, that's just not really the case most of the time. They don't know you from fucking Joe Sunday or, you know, whoever. And that's why shit like the duck law is starting to pass in Michigan, because we're not putting our full effort forth to make sure that we aren't left behind as human beings, as citizens, and as voters. We're staying back and letting shit play out from the sidelines because we're scared. I was scared. I'm sure some of you guys are scared. But now's not the time for that, man. Now's not the time for being scared. Now's the time to grab life by the fucking horns and just throw it to the ground. Do what you gotta do, dude. Get out there and vote on that shit. Don't let them pass that duck law. Don't let them make it where us stoners can't grow our own stuff at home. And, you know, I feel like that's important. Maybe not as important as some other things that are trying to be passed right now, but if you're a stoner who doesn't want to have to deal with the fucking government runaround bullshit just to get high or just to enjoy their time, or if you're a cancer patient who actually needs it just to fucking be able to eat or go throughout your day, then definitely go out and put a vote in, man. Go out and stop it. If you can. But with great schmanciness comes great responsibility. Now, the thing with me is, I don't vote. I'm not even registered to. Because I'm not going to go out and vote on something and then have someone say, oh, you voted on the wrong thing. Like, I don't like that. But if I did vote, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't have fucking voted for Trump. Not that it would have mattered. Electoral college is what it is. But I wouldn't have voted for Trump. I can't fucking stand that. But whatever. He's our president, I guess. By law. I mean, in my mind, I'm my own president. Try to govern me. Go ahead. Try to. I know my rights. I know, well, I know some of my rights. Enough to get me by knowing my rights. All right, I need to shut this off. I got for having something like, I guess Eminem was playing in the background, and I guess maybe I sung it. I don't remember. But they blocked my video for that because I was singing Eminem. I don't own this shit. And I was like, man, but I know I don't own it. And I literally said before I started singing it that I don't own it and that I'm not Eminem and that, like, you know, normal stuff. But I wasn't mad about it. I'm a YouTuber. I wasn't anyway. I was Twitch, but like I said, I messed that up, and I can only really blame me for it, you know, because it was all set in. All of the motions were set into, or all of the events were set into motion by my own actions, and the consequences were pretty, immediate. But, you know, I got banned. I have to regain everybody's trust, but I feel like I deserve that. And I feel like that's going to make not Stoner Gaming. Sorry. It's hard not to say that. It is. It's really fucking hard not to shout out because it doesn't exist anymore. But Stoner Entertainment. I feel like Stoner Entertainment will be better because of all this, because it really was humbling, but at the same time it was a learning process. Like I didn't know, you know, I wasn't ready. I'm still not ready. Like, honestly, you guys talking shit and like spreading that video made me see that I was doing wrong. So in that respect, I owe you guys a debt of gratitude, I suppose. But in another respect, it's like, couldn't we have had a one-on-one chat, man? Couldn't you have, like, told me? Just explained it to me. I don't know how to kids. I'm learning now. Like, I see the signs now that I wasn't really paying attention to before, I guess. And it's weird. Like, kids communicate a lot more than you would think in ways that you wouldn't think that people could. And I like that. I like learning things about my kids. What the fuck is that? Kitty, 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 kitty. Definitely not a cat. What the? It's a ghost or something. Mm. Can I show you guys my sword? Will I get in trouble for that on YouTube? I don't know if I will, but I'm gonna show you my sword. It's cool. It's I love Bleach. I don't know who the writer or producer of Bleach is, so I can't exactly shout out the official writer and things for Bleach, but overall as an anime, it had a really good. Sad to see it go when it finally did, and just like this blade, it's stained and tarnished, but good. It's a lid in my mind, and a lot of people had a lot of problems with it. And I'm honestly, after they did the reboot movie on Netflix, I'm on really, really, really hopeful. I'm really, really, really hopeful. The series because nobody likes ending where the writers plan to go somewhere with it and they just couldn't take it that direction because of budgeting issues or production value slipping or the amount of viewers watching just declined. It's sad to see that in any show, but especially when anime, at least in the mainstream, has become so like predictable. And that was still back when anime was like you know, you didn't expect Ichigo to figure out Bankai in less time than it should have took anyone because he technically doesn't because he only masters the incomplete Bankai at first, which I was kind of against that whole concept, like the whole incomplete transformation theories. I don't like those. It doesn't make any sense. Like if Zangetsu knew that that wasn't its final transformation, yet Zangetsu was trying to help Ichigo throughout the whole of the anime, why did he not mention to him that, hey, you're not using the right Bankai, dude? You're fucking up and you are going to get killed. And several times in that anime, Ichigo Kurosaki nearly dies. And why? Because he wasn't using his full Bankai. Really? Really? I mean, Luffy only needed to eat a fruit, and you had the shit within you the whole time, and you still can't figure it out. Like, how well do you really know yourself, though? Like, as a human being, would you be able to master the techniques that were hidden within you if you knew they were hidden techniques and strategies and battle plans and potential hidden within you? Would you be able to unlock it yourself, or would you need someone to tell you that, hey, this is how you unlock it? Be cool like this, be a badass. You got it. Because I don't know my own strengths and my weaknesses. Sorry, I ran out of tubes. I hate rolling cigarettes this way, trust me. It's the worst. They don't ever fucking roll right and they taste like poop. I don't condone cigarette use for any underage people. It's not good for you, but I'm at the point in my life where everything just sucks so fucking bad that I'm like, why not make it a little less of a struggle? Make my time struggling through life on this earth a little shorter. Which I shouldn't think like that. Pro tip. If you have kids, don't think like that. Also, pro tip. If you have manic depression, you can't help thinking like that. Shit happens. I'm about to smoke this cigarette. Oh, shit. I don't have any coffee left. I really left you guys. Again, cigarette. Not promise you. Like, where's my bag of tobacco? How the fuck did I put it in that drawer and it's gone? How does that even happen? I put it in the drawer and now it's just missing. Gone completely. Oh, there it is. How the fuck did it get under here? You guys saw that, right? I clearly said it over here, but it was under here. Anyway, here's my bag of tobacco. And just to prove that it is tobacco, because I am not trying to get banned, you guys. I am working hard as fuck not to get banned. But see how brown that is? That's tobacco. Straight up. I don't think smoking tobacco is bannable. So, I'm not worried about that. But I had to prove for a fact that it was tobacco. I'm just not trying to get banned like that, dude. Not over some dumb shit. I hate smoking cigarettes like this too, because this has to be the worst possible way to smoke a cigarette. There's no filter, so all of the chemicals are just going directly into you, and whatever. And trust me, if this was smoke, I'd be holding it in. Because I don't have the money to waste like that. Oh, God. I hope shit changes. That it turns around once people start seeing that I'm actually doing. Tobacco out of a bong would probably be pretty fucking. Maybe someday I'll experiment. I'll try it. I'll buy a slide just specifically for smoking tobacco out of. And I'll give the bong a test. My bong, of course, because if I use Ray's, he's going to be pissed. Nobody wants their bong tasting like tobacco one, and I can just literally easily wash that bitch out. So, I need a new down tube for it anyways. I gotta throw on. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my hotspot. So, I am so fucking sick of internet companies giving me the runaround, you guys. Like, absolutely beyond done with the shit. We were supposed to have internet set up. We were supposed to have internet set up today. They never fucking showed up. So, or no, yesterday. So Ash called them last night, never got an answer. So she woke up this morning and called them and bitched them out. The lady that we set our service up with didn't tell us that there was like a $50 fee to get it set up first, because she told us flat out that we wouldn't have to pay anything. It was all going to be covered. I'm guessing just because she didn't want to have to do the paperwork, because we had someone living with us before, and a lot of people might know him. He plays with Tear of Grace a lot. His name is Wolfie. I don't know if he still plays with them a lot, but when he was living here, he had internet here. And we got into a fight over streaming. Because it's my fucking house, dude. I pay every bill. Dude wasn't putting anything in. He was supposed to be fucking paying for internet. And some on the bills wasn't doing that. He paid for internet. That was it. So I was like, fuck it, dude. You know, I'm going to stream off of his internet. If he's got some problem with it, I'll just be like, look, dude, you don't pay me rent. Think of it as my rent. When I start making money, it'll be worth it. But dude wanted to have a fucking problem with it. Man, he wanted to be all butthurt. Like, why though? And I was like, well, all right. So I fucking posted a status on Facebook. You know, not really talking shit, just like explaining how I felt about shit. This dude read my shit before he left for work. Said bye. I told him, have a nice day, whatever. Fucking like, I'm not mad at you. I want you to know that. Dude waited until he was almost 2 miles down the road to start firing back with some bullshit comments. And I was like, bruh, if you wanted problems, you could have said some shit when you were walking out my door. I mean, I would have gladly got my ass beat or beat your ass right then and there. I'm not afraid to get my ass beat. I don't think it makes me any less of a man. That's a lesson learned right there, homie. But, I'm glad it didn't come to that. But at the same time, like, what kind of hoe ass shit is that? You waited until you were 2 miles down the road, literally far enough that I couldn't make it in time to stop Ash to pull you out of the car so that you could talk shit. And then you were like, oh yeah, I'm such a badass, talking shit 2 miles down the road. He can't even get to me. We're in the car, still moving, still going. He's never going to catch us. Not that I would have. You could have said the shit to my face. We could have talked it out. But that was a long time ago. But that's why we can't have internet. It's because he left the bill here in our name. He never paid the shit because we got into that fight and he left that day. And he was like, don't break any of my shit or else I'm calling the cops. I was like, dude, I'm a video game owner. I know how expensive shit is. The fact that you would even come at me like that, like I was going to break your shit over some petty ass disagreement over the fucking internet, shows how much of a bitch you are. Like, I'm a bigger man than that. And if you would break somebody's shit over that, then that's your fucking fault. That you're a weak person. And that's nothing against Wolf. Honestly, I think maybe he felt like he was justified. But it just wasn't that way. It just wasn't. Damn. Yoshi, there's still all dead crickets over there. I wish I had the money right now to get you some live crickets. I would. If there was any place open, I'd go buy you some live crickets right now. Besides Walmart, because I've heard feeding that leopard geckos the crickets from Walmart can actually physically kill them, because the crickets from Walmart are meant for fishing, and they have a lot of they pump a lot of chemicals into their crickets to make them bigger, so the fish will find them more appealing, and those chemicals can kill your lizards. I honestly want a bearded dragon, but I can't have a bearded dragon in the same cage as my leopard geckos, because they will probably eat each other or kill each other, or someone's not going to be alive by the end of the week. And I think it would be so cool to see a leopard gecko riding on the back of a bearded dragon. That'd be like a human riding on the back of a real dragon. He's like, yeah, bitch, I'm the most majestic motherfucker in this piece. I don't like holding this like this. It makes it seem like it's a joint, but I don't like burning my fingers either. I'm not gonna burn my fingers holding it like a cigarette like this. See how close the cherry is to my finger. So I hold it like this. And put that shit out in the ashtray. Fuck that. So I shut the lights off on my lizard. One of the lights, because the other one kind of went out. I gotta get the money together to get that before my lizards end up actually dying. But Ash cleaned the windows, so it's been letting in a lot of natural light, which I think is better for them than the actual lamp, because it's real sunlight, and that's what they're exposed to when they're in the wild, is real sunlight. Oh shit. I gotta feel it, make sure there's not anything on it, because you can feel if a tube has like the wetness of some sort. Like if it's just water, when it dries, it'll be a little discolored in that area on a tube, but it won't be like feeling like this. Where'd it go? There's another tube. I threw it. That was garbage. Papers. Where the hell is that garbage tube? Well, whatever. I'm gonna roll a good cigarette, because smoking out of those fucking papers is torture. And this will probably be my last cigarette for the night, because I spilled some of it trying to show you guys that it was just tobacco in that cigarette. Whatever. Life goes on. We all get older, wiser. We grow. We adapt. We evolve. Or we die. Pick a lane. Which one are you trying to be in? See, I chose to adapt and evolve rather than to die. When they said, hey, you're not allowed to spank your kids, I was like, all right, bet. Change that shit up real quick. I'm not going to lose my kids over something stupid. I mean, if I'm being honest, the spankings weren't fucking working anyway. And now I understand why. I guess I just didn't realize how emotionally fragile children were. Maybe if I had known, it would have made things different. Maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know. Because the fact of the matter is, I didn't know. And maybe I won't know. You know? But I'll keep changing. I'll keep trying different things every day until something works. And I'll keep putting videos out. I'll keep pushing my word out, changing my life before your eyes. So there's no gimmick there. I'm not saying that I've completely changed it, all right? It's a journey. And you guys are going to be there to go through it with me. Or you're not. And I'm not mad at you. If you hate me, I'm not mad at you. If you love me, I love you back. If you follow me, I fuck with you hardcore. Unless you don't. Like if you literally fucks with my shit. I don't know any other way to put that would make any more sense, honestly. If you stick with me through all the shit that I've been through, the backlash and the negativity, the wrong that I've done, and you still to this day fuck with my channel, then if I make it far enough to get big, I'm going to put you on in some way. You're going to be on one of my channels. You're going to be one of my dudes. You were there when the drama happened. You were there after. You were a constant, pick me up, if you will. In my day-to-day life, you pushed me through the shit that I couldn't push myself through. And I don't know. You made me a better person for it. Even if you didn't fuck with me before the whole spanking the kids thing went down, and you do now because of my message, because of how I'm trying to change things, then I fuck with you, dude. I really do. We can be friends. We can hang out in real life. We can, fucking skate together. We can play video games. I don't care, man. I'm down for whatever. But I need your support. I need you to be that guy that's there. Like, I'll stick with you through whatever. You mess up, dog, I'll be there to tell you what you did wrong and help you out. Me to you. What the fuck am I pulling shit off the wall for? Sometimes when I'm trying to talk about things, if I don't have like my hands, I'll get lost in my train of thought. But when I'm messing with shit with my hands, I can think clearly. I can make sense of what I'm trying to say in my mind. But yeah, I'm not on YouTube trying to piss off the people that made the video more, or make them hate me more, or fucking get my buzz up, or whatever the fuck people say nowadays. Like, I'm literally just here for the sake of, I fucking love streaming. It gives me most euphoric sensation when I finish a stream that's over an hour. When I hit a goal of over hours, or when I get a donation, or when someone subscribes. It gives me a sensation. Like, I love it. It makes me feel whole. I feel broken sometimes, and I just need, everybody needs a little pick me up. Some people it's drugs, me it's views, it's videos, it's streams, it's support, it's a community, it's stoner entertainment. And this is a new year for stoner entertainment, even though it's not a new year yet. My New Year's resolution, I'm making it now on stream for YouTube. My New Year's resolution is to completely erase stoner gaming, blow it out of the water completely, in a good way, with Stoner Invades. My mission for this year is to reach you guys. My goal is whatever. I don't I don't expect much, man. I know I messed up. I know a lot of people are really pissed off at me right now. So I'll keep going and I'll keep making videos. And I'll stick to my truth. And I'll preach it every time someone has a negative comment to say about the way I used to treat my kids. And hopefully someday I can look back at this and be like, man, shit used to be horrible. I remember a time when we were struggling bad that this, or I remember a time when people were mad at me because I spanked my kids. Or, I remember a time when we had to sell all my video games to get gas to make it to work, to make money, to get gas to make it to work, to get money to pay my phone bill to do streams, so I can hopefully someday make it where the financial stress on my wife as well as my family was a little lessened without completely, you know, putting myself out into the world, which if you're an agoraphobe, that shit is terrifying. You have panic attacks. You feel, even if you can make it out of your house, if you're one of the agoraphobes who can actually make it out of your house, you're socially awkward. You keep to yourself. When people wave at you in a store, you kind of just pretend like you don't see it. And that's not good. But, and I'm not a strong worker. I'm more of a, well, I used to be. Anyway, I used to be more of a thinker. Like, um, I don't know. I would sit for hours and hours just thinking up new things, or what I thought was new things. Just thinking, making up ideas, making up stories. There's a couple stories that I wrote, a couple short poems that are on my Facebook page. If you want to find those and shit, I can hook you up with that info. Not that it matters much. It's all angsty teenage bullshit, but some of them were okay. They had shit titles, all of them, for some stupid reason. They just all had shit titles. I wasn't a title person, man. Yeah, that's basically what's going on in my life. I know I was supposed to do a sober truth today, but well, here's the sober truth. I'm not sober, but here's the truth. Me and Ash got into a fight today. All right, and it was bad. And I woke up this morning, and after we got into the fight, I was like, man, I really need to make my YouTube video. But if I make it right now, it's just going to be me flaming Ash because of how upset I am at her right now for the things that she's saying to me. And I wasn't going to stoop to that, man. I'm not going to do it. I won't talk bad about Ash. I won't do it. You know, I love her to death. I would give my own heart without the guarantee of a transplant in return from someone if it meant saving her life. I'm that committed, you know. And it sucked at first because she did a lot of shit that made me feel like maybe my commitment wasn't placed in the right person. That maybe I made a commitment to the wrong one. But she made her mistakes, which I got with her when she was young. So I understood, you know. Excuse me, I just farted. Whatever. But I understood that she was going to make mistakes. Shit. My phone is at 10%. I got to hurry this up. I understood that she was going to make mistakes. So I fucking rolled with the punches. You know, she did stupid shit. I'm not going to put her on blast on my stream like that. But she's fucked up. And she's learned lessons. And she's grown. And she is a wonderful second half now, and or better half, I should say, because she is better than me. I don't say that many people are better than me because honestly, like, people are shit, and I'm one of those shit people. And I just honestly compare myself to everybody else. So, yeah, that's the gist of that, man. That's what's going on right now in Stoner world. We're struggling with an eviction. I can't. Um, I can't make it anywhere to get a job. And the places that I have contacted about a job have seen the video and they're like, we're not going to hire you. You're bad for business. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get it. And then I feel so damn humiliated. Like, I should feel humiliated. I can't say it enough. It was wrong and I messed up. And I can't take it back. And honestly, if I did take it back, where would the lesson learned be? What would it all mean? Nothing. But I have to end it here, you guys. I don't know if you care or not, but I got to. I have to end it here because my phone's at 7%. Oops. 7%. And I've been basically drunk this whole video. I don't know where my ID is, but it says I'm 21, so I don't have any worries there. I can provide proof of that at a later time once I actually find my fucking ID. Now watch, as soon as I end my stream, I'm going to find it. And then I'm going to be like, oh, look at that shit. Not going to show you my picture. Oh, no, there's a picture right there. Pictures, they're bad. 11/28/1993. I'm over 21. All right, you can see the picture, Jesus. I look like a cult leader. Look at that. I'm like, come join my cult. It's weird. All right, I got to go, you guys. Namaste. I love you guys. The change is coming. It's already happening. Thanks for having faith. Or not. And just giving me a second chance. Thank you.